Is there something sacred in life? Is it possible for all of us to come to that? Is this God? Is there something sacred in life? Is it possible for all of us to come to that? Is this God? First of all, we don't know what is sacred, right? We don't know, actually. We worship something called sacred in a church, in a mosque, in a temple. We worship something, a symbol, calling that symbol sacred. We pray for it, we genuflect for it, and so on, so on. What is sacred? A thought which has put all this, the symbols which we worship, the figure which we worship, the various categories of saints and so on, which thought has invented, right? The rituals, the dogmas, the belief, the faith. Now, to inquire if there is anything sacred, one has to inquire, is thought itself which creates all this sacred, right? Is thought sacred? Answered. The thought that has created wars, divided people into races, groups, right? Thought which has created this division, hoping for security. Thought which has brought about the enormous destruction on the world. Thought which is creating the bomb. The thought which divides you from your wife, from your friend, from the thought that says, I am important, not you. I must get on. All those are the activities of thought. Right? Are all those activities sacred? Obvious. I mean, it's so obvious they are not. Right? And thought has created God. You won't accept this. Thought has given to that idea as God all kinds of attributes. Omniscient, omnipresent, all-loving Father, all that business. If God existed, which must be without cause, then if He created us, right? You answered that question. He must be a most extraordinary entity to create us, to make us miserable. So there is nothing that thought has created is sacred. Right? If that is clear, it's so logical, so absolute. Right? Then, is there in our life, in living, anything sacred. Not to achieve or come near that which is sacred. Right? I don't think it's important to understand. To achieve or perceive or come near that which is sacred implies the sacred is there and I have to come to it. I have to achieve it through good behavior, through this and through that, through sacrifice, all the rest of it. See again what tricks thought plays? It has projected something out there and says that is sacred and I'll work for it. Right? So what is important is not if there is something sacred, but to see the tremendous subtlety of thought. How thought is always projecting something better, more noble, more and more. A form of achievement. That is, in this world, I am a general manager, ultimately I become the executive. Right? It is the same mentality carried over. So, can thought realize its own limitation? Not say to thought that you are limited, which would be another thought saying, to realize the very activity of thought is limited. Then, is there something sacred which is not put together by thought? You understand? Till we understand very deeply the nature of thought, which has its place, right? I must use thought to use my English. I must use thought to go from here to over there. So to realize thought is a broken up fragment. And that fragment may conceive the eternal, that which is nameless. That is just a concept projected by thought itself. Whereas, if we go into it very carefully, attentively, to see that thought has its place, but has no other place. That is, there is no recording of psychological accumulation. The record is the accumulation, which is the me. So, one has to inquire into this very deeply and find out for yourself. If the speaker tells you that there is something sacred, it becomes so silly. But if you yourself, as a human being, who are the rest of mankind, if you go into this seriously, then there is that which is what is